Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it here. This is Jimidoe4's, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 14. And a Steeler first down.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hey. Come. Now.
Here's Rudolph off play action. This complete to Lockett. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Taylor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 6. 16-yard line.
He's brought down by Sean Davis. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Set. 19. Check. 55 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hatchet, hatchet.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
On second and 7, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set. 19. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch it.
From the gun, here's Watson. And able to find Kirk complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
All day, every day. Back. Check 90.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
You don't want no problem with me.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Foreman.
You ain't going nowhere.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Ready? 60 on. Mike 51. Here we go. Let's go.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, wide open. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 68 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that'll carry over the... Line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points get get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He finds his target, Fuller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Watson off play action. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Come on, baby.
Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
55 is my guy, 55. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. SOS. 24. SOS. Off.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And taken right on the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Foreman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st down, it's Samuels. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. It's caught. Lockett. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
61, match box, light. Hey, box drop, shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check mine. Watching it by. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Watson now to throw. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Watson throwing on third and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Foreman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, Foreman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Fell on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Rudolph. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. DJ Reader coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 48 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called him.
Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. The big fella, he's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, baby.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the... Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Vita Vea. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's letting into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On 1st down, Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Rudolph. And it's brought in by Washington. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
94.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Foreman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. A run for Snell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll go with Foreman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Today's final score, Steelers 40.
It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my